Hello fans of the DC and Marvel comic universe. Today's video is based upon Deadshot's disadvantages. Deadshot, aka Floyd Lawton's first ever appearance and introduction to the DC universe, being the first volume Batman comics, and that of issue 59, 1950, where he's first made out to be someone stopping crime rather than curating in it. Yet he finds himself in an awkward position, discovering another masked menace, having to take on a decision where he faces choosing whether to take down the Batman. Deadshot's jealousy of his view that he operates in the shadow of the Batman is what convinces his action on trying to take down the rival vigilante by missing his gunshot in their last encounter from the issue. Batman later decides to reveal Lawton's identity by tracking him to his home to take photos of this now altered villain, later on, years ahead, to become a professional marksman assassin, skilled with all types of guns, yet to still have many disadvantages. Unlike metahumans or superpowered beings, Deadshot is just a highly skilled human. This means he can be injured, overpowered, or outmatched by superhuman opponents. For example, Floyd Lawton inevitably tried to face one in the Justice League, the animated series created in 2001, Season 1, Episode 6, facing many members of it alone. He is asked by Ocean Master Aquaman's double-crossing brother to take down Aquaman for the price of recovered 22-karat gold Spanish doubloons. To Orm's generosity, Deadshot therefore takes the rich offer and attempts to bazooka kill what seemed to be Aquaman, which is later revealed to be Martian Manhunter. But spoiling his wondrous plan, Wonder Woman spots him as Batman is throwing a batarang to interrupt, hitting the bazooka and making Deadshot stumble and fire an explosion into the ground in front of him. He has failed his mission, so he has to dart and attempt to escape the Justice League. There is no plan that could have helped him in pulling off the impossible, because when the chase is on with them, they are going to shatter the ground below you, burst your wheels, and fly you to justice if you try driving away an evil killer. Second, psychological weaknesses. Deadshot has a death wish, and often acts recklessly in combat, not caring whether he survives. This can make him unpredictable, but also vulnerable. He has a complicated relationship with his daughter, which has been exploited by enemies to manipulate him. This exploit has happened throughout multiple instances while being stuck in the Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller is one to always toy with his dream for freedom and finally being back with his daughter again in order to get him to complete missions for the government program. His third weakness, overconfidence. His reputation as a perfect marksman sometimes makes him underestimate opponents, especially those with unexpected abilities or strategic thinking. Fourth on his list of disadvantages, his limited hand-to-hand combat skills. While he's a skilled fighter, Deadshot specializes in ranged combat. If an enemy gets close enough, especially someone who's highly skilled in martial arts like Batman, he's at a disadvantage, which shows in his first proper showdown in the Detective Comics, number 474 in 1977, where night falls over Gotham City. The Dark Knight detective is once again out on patrol, and it is not long before he crosses the path of Deadshot. A fight breaks out across the rooftops of Gotham City. They eventually find themselves at the convention center where they battle it, and this is where he gets an underestimation of Batman's skill and walks right into Batman's trap of striking him from the shadows and making him fall right from a high above ground rooftop, admitting defeat, proving he's not got what it takes against the higher skilled martial artists. Then following up his next disadvantage being proved his reliance on weapons. Without guns and gear, Deadshot's effectiveness drops significantly. If disarmed or faced with an opponent resistant to bullets, he struggles. He also is inaccurate holding long guns one-handed, therefore needs to be properly formed for the bullets to hit their marks 100% of the time. Otherwise, he'll have more of a chance to miss. Unlike with pistols, he honed more one-handed effectiveness due to their smaller size and weight. And last but not least, Number 6 on the list of his disadvantages, the worst one of them all, is his moral conflicts. Despite being a ruthless assassin, Deadshot does have some moral limits, particularly concerning his daughter. This can lead him to make decisions that compromise his effectiveness as a killer. Don't let this list fool you. Deadshot's involvement is enduring and still relevant in the Batman comic, as he's a complex character shaped both by his impressive skills and his numerous flaws, but he stays being of relevance as because of his special operative style of costume, making him popular as well as being constantly retained throughout the cinema and comics front. He is a highly pushed character for also his advantages. He's the master shot. His human limitations, psychological struggles and overconfidence often leave him vulnerable, yet these advantages keep Deadshot grounded, proving that even the most dangerous assassin can be outmatched and outsmarted, which makes him a key and interesting villain in the Batman universe. Thanks for watching.